there, little explorers. It's me, Bubbles. Have you ever dreamed of a place so green, filled with tall trees, colorful birds, and mysterious sounds? Well, that magical place is called the jungle. Jungles are like nature's playground. They're dense forests that get a lot of rain, making them super lush and full of life. Imagine a place where the trees are so tall, they seem to touch the sky, and the air is filled with the melodies of chirping birds and the chatter of monkeys. It's a place of wonder, secrets, and countless adventures waiting to be discovered. Now, speaking of discoveries, have you heard about the iguana? Let me tell you about this cool jungle creature. Iguanas are fascinating reptiles that lounge in the sun and munch on leaves. They can be found basking on branches high up in the jungle trees. One of the coolest things about them, their long whip-like tails. These tails can be used for defense, and if a predator grabs it, the tail can actually break off. But don't worry, it grows back. Iguanas have a row of spines running down their backs and long, sharp claws for climbing. And here's a fun fact. They have a third eye. Well, not like our two eyes, but it's a special spot on top of their head that can sense light. It helps them detect predators from above. Even though they might look fierce, iguanas are mostly herbivores, feasting on flowers, fruits, and leaves. So next time you think of the jungle, remember the cool green lizard chilling on a tree branch, enjoying the sun. That's our iguana friend. Today, let's explore the world of the graceful and stealthy panther. Now, when you hear panther, you might think of a big black cat, right? And you'd be on the right track. Panthers aren't really a specific kind of cat, but rather a name we use for big cats that have dark fur. They can be jaguars or leopards. It just depends on where they live. These cats are like ninjas of the animal world, moving silently through the jungle, their shiny black coats blending into the shadows. This camouflage helps them sneak up on their prey. Panthers have super sharp claws and powerful muscles, making them incredible hunters. But guess what? They're not always black. They can also have spots if they're leopards or jaguars. It's a special kind of pattern called rosettes because they look like little roses. And even though panthers might sound scary, they're just like other wildcats. They love to play, climb trees, and take long cat naps. So remember, every time you imagine the deep green jungle, somewhere in there, a panther might be stretching on a tree branch or prowling silently, king of its own little part of the jungle. Bubbles here, floating in with another wild tale from the heart of the jungle. This time, let's swing by and meet the incredible orangutan. Orangutans, with their reddish-brown fur, are known as the gardeners of the forest. Why? Because they play a huge role in spreading seeds around, helping new plants grow. These tree-dwelling apes have really long arms, perfect for swinging from branch to branch. And guess what? Their name, orangutan, actually means person of the forest in Malay. Neat, right? They're incredibly smart too. I've heard tales of them using leaves as umbrellas when it rains or crafting tools to fetch tasty treats from hard-to-reach places. Orangutans are also super caring moms. Baby orangutans stay with their mothers for up to 8 years, learning all the ropes of jungle life. They love to munch on fruits, especially durians, which are like the ice cream of the jungle. But it's essential to know, my dear explorers, that these beautiful creatures are endangered. It means there aren't many of them left in the wild due to things like deforestation. So when we talk and learn about them, we're taking a step toward helping them too. Remember, in the lush green canopies of the jungle, the wise orangutan swings, watching over its home and reminding us of the wonder and beauty of nature. Today, I'm uncoiling a tale from the wet and wild regions of the jungle about a creature that's truly remarkable, the anaconda. Have you ever seen a rope move? Well, anacondas might remind you of giant moving ropes, but they're actually snakes. And not just any snake. The green anaconda is the heaviest and one of the longest snakes in the world. With their thick, dark green bodies covered in black spots, they blend perfectly into swampy waters, waiting patiently for a meal to come by. Don't worry, they don't munch on people. They prefer animals like fish, birds, or even a capybara for dinner. Here's a cool fact. Anacondas don't chew their food. They wrap around their prey and swallow it whole. And after such a big meal, they can take it easy and not eat for weeks. Even though they're enormous, these snakes are excellent swimmers. They have eyes and nostrils on top of their heads, which lets them see and breathe while the rest of their body stays underwater. Clever, right? And just a heads up, these slithering giants are shy and prefer to stay away from trouble. So the next time you think of the jungle's waters, remember the mighty anaconda, gracefully gliding, ruling its watery world. Ready to spin a tale, or should I say web, about one of the jungle's 8-legged wonders, the tarantula. Now, before you go, eek! Let me tell you, tarantulas are way more interesting than scary. These big, fuzzy spiders can be as large as a dinner plate in some places. With their hairy bodies and legs, they might look a bit intimidating, but they're mostly gentle giants of the spider world. Did you know tarantulas have tiny hairs on their body that they can flick at creatures if they feel threatened? It's like their own mini defense system. Now here's something really cool. Tarantulas can regrow lost legs. Yup, if they lose a leg, they can grow it back the next time they shed their skin. Oh, and they're not just aimlessly wandering around. They're actually quite the homebodies, living in burrows and waiting for their dinner to come close. What do they eat? Mostly insects, and sometimes even small birds or lizards. And don't fret, their bite might be a little painful, but it's not dangerous to humans. So, in the vastness of the jungle, among the rustling leaves and chirping crickets, remember there's the incredible tarantula, quietly minding its own business and being one of nature's many wonders. Okay! Today, we're hopping into the world of a tiny creature with a big name, the poison dart frog. Now, I bet the first thing you notice about these frogs is their dazzling colors. Neon blues, bright yellows, radiant reds. It's like they're dressed up for a jungle party every day. But these colors aren't just about looking snazzy. They're a warning sign, telling other animals, watch out! I'm not a tasty snack. Yep, these little frogs are named poison dart because indigenous people once used their skin secretions for blow darts. But don't worry, they won't harm you unless you try to eat one, which I don't recommend. These lively jumpers spend their days hunting for ants and termites to munch on. And here's something super sweet. Daddy poison dart frogs give piggyback rides to their tadpoles, carrying them to tiny pools of water where they can grow safely. Even in the vast, bustling jungle, these small, colorful creatures stand out, reminding us that sometimes the tiniest wonders pack the most punch. Okay, now! Fluttering in with a story about a bird that seems to be wearing the brightest beak in the fashion show of the jungle. Can you guess? The toucan. Imagine a bird with a beak as colorful as a rainbow, and you've got a toucan. But that big, vibrant beak isn't just for show, it's super useful. It helps toucans grab fruit from branches, keeps them cool in the hot jungle, and even plays a tune during their birdie chit-chats. These feathery friends love to munch on fruits, making them one of nature's best seed spreaders. When they eat, they help plants grow by dropping seeds all over the place. And you won't find these birds flying high like eagles. Nope! Toucans prefer to hop between tree branches, playing tag with their friends, their homes, cozy holes in trees where they cuddle up with their families. And here's something fun. Toucans love to play. They play catch by tossing berries to each other. Cute, right? So the next time you imagine the songs and sights of the jungle, think of the toucan with its jazzy beak, hopping around and bringing splashes of color and fun to the green canopy above. Hello again, young adventurers. Bubbles here, slowing things down a bit to talk about one of the jungle's most laid-back residents, the sloth. Picture this, an animal so relaxed that it spends most of its life hanging upside down from tree branches. That's a sloth for you. With their long claws, they grip onto branches and just chill. They're not lazy, they're just energy-saving experts. Eating, sleeping, and even having babies, they do almost everything upside down. And when they do move, it's at a pace that makes snails seem speedy. But here's a fun twist. Sloths are actually excellent swimmers. They might take things slow on land, but put them in water and they can really go. Their diet? Mostly leaves, which take a long time to digest, so they don't need to eat very often. Oh, and their fur is like a mini jungle itself. It's home to moths, beetles, and even algae, giving some sloths a greenish tint. This helps them blend into the trees, making them masters of camouflage. So, in the vibrant and bustling world of the jungle, remember the sloth, taking life one leisurely moment at a time, teaching us there's beauty in slowing down. I've got a tale that's going to be, well, quite loud. Let's chat about the jungle's very own alarm clock, the howler monkey. These monkeys aren't named howler for nothing. When they let out their call, it's so loud it can be heard for miles. They use this powerful voice to say, "This is our territory," or simply to chat with their monkey pals. Now, what makes their howls so loud? They have a special bone in their throat that acts like a mega amplifier. Besides their impressive vocals, they have lush, long tails that work like a fifth hand, helping them swing and grip tree branches. And guess what? They're vegetarians. Most of their diet is made up of leaves, but they enjoy the occasional fruit snack too. They live high up in the treetops in big families, always looking out for one another. In the vibrant world of the jungle, where everyone's busy with their own stories, the howler monkey's powerful voice ensures they're always heard, reminding us all to find our own voice and let it shine. All right, my little adventurers, Bubbles here for our last fantastic creature reveal. Ever played hide and seek and wished you could just blend into the background? Well, the stick insect is a champion at this game. With long, twig-like bodies, they look just like, you guessed it, sticks. Mother Nature's very own master of disguise. These incredible insects use their camouflaging skills to hide from predators. And it's not just their body. Even their slow, swaying walk mimics a twig moving in the breeze. Now, they're not all the same. There are over 3,000 types of stick insects, with some having vibrant colors and others even having wings. What's on their menu? Mainly leaves. They love munching on them, especially at night when they're most active. So as we wrap up our thrilling journey through the jungle, remember the stick insect, a small but remarkable creature teaching us that sometimes blending in can be just as special as standing out. And always remember, every tiny creature, plant, or drop of water has its unique story in this beautiful tapestry of life. Thanks for exploring with me. Keep being curious, and until next time, keep bubbling with wonder.